Good Sunday morning. It's time for the North Carolina Vinyl Picker Show. And on this episode, I went to RSD. Yes, Record Store Day. I went up to Lenoir, North Carolina, and I went to Dead Wax Records, an awesome store. If you're up that way, check them out. But first, I'm going to show you what I picked up online this week. Coliseum 2. Yes. Produced by John Heisman. I didn't care for this record, and I believe my friend John told me that it wasn't that good, and there's lots of vocals on it. And it was the beginning, their first album of the Coliseum 2, and then they got better after this. They made 2 more records, and they're both really good. Jazz Fusion with Gary Moore. This one here, Hard Pass. I'm going to keep it, but I ain't going to play it. Picchi Poggioli. Yes, Picchi Poggioli. I believe that's the guy from, like, Vesuvius, maybe. Faces of Stone. Didn't David Gilmour do a song, Faces of Stone, on his last solo album? But this isn't David Gilmour. This is Picchi Poggioli. And, yes, really nice album. If you're interested in him, he did some stuff with Sally and Mike Oldfield. And this is a album called Earthman. I believe it's called Everyman. And it's really good. It's a really good album. Kind of ambient at times. And I'm having a struggle with ambient music. I was trying to get into Ashra Temple and some of that krautrock stuff. But yeah, I like more like Novalis. I like the stuff that's more like in the Genesis realm. Something I've been looking for a while, and I'm not going to find it locally, so I picked one up online. And this is The World Became the World, and this is PFM. This is the die cut, the UK version, and I'll be putting my other USA version in my store. And speaking of my store, I have a store in Discogs. There'll be a link down below. And it's a Big Chief Vinyl 57. And if you're interested, I have 100% in buying and selling. And if you ever have any issues with anything I sell you, just get a hold of me. I have CDs, DVDs, VHS tapes. I got all kinds of stuff in there, 45s, LPs, everything you would ever want. If there's something there that I don't have, ask me. Maybe I can find it. I'm out banging them bushes. You know, I always say I'm banging them bushes. So there you go. The World Became the World. Excellent album. PFM. Premiera Fornaria Marconi. The Story of Genesis. This is a Japanese. I don't have the obi. And it's a nice album. It's got some cool stuff in here. And I'm glad to have it. Is it essential? No. It's kind of like... I'm a completist when it comes to Genesis. Genesis being my favorite band of all time. But as far as new music, people that are still making music, I love Steven Wilson and Marillion. There's that. And it comes with a nice booklet. And I love Genesis up to a point. Not real crazy of this stuff after Steve Hackett left, but it is what it is. They were trying to make some money, cash out before they retired. I totally understand. With Invisible Touch, which was huge. Speaking of Novalis, Novalis is a band from Germany, krautrock they call it, but it's more in the vein of like Genesis, or the one I showed you last week, the album by Nurch Weinstein, Battlement. So yeah, Novalis, this is going to be killer. This is a live album. All their records, they're all on the Brain label. All of the Novalis albums are cheap. You can pick them up for like 10, 12 bucks a piece on Discogs or eBay. I think I'm only missing 2 more. So I'm looking forward to that. Camel, the collection. Another one that's not an essential, but I love Camel, and I'm all in on all their stuff. And I thought this was only on CD, but apparently not. It's on vinyl as well. So there you go. And it's basically just a collection up to probably Nude, and then after that it's not there anymore. But the collection, it's a nice have. It's a nice piece to put in my collection, put it in the prog bin, and keep it there. So then I got up early yesterday morning. Well, not too early. I got up and I got on the road about 9 o'clock. I headed up to Lenore, North Carolina, to Dead Wax Records. Made sure I didn't eat or drink too much before I got there because I knew that I was going to be standing in line. And I went upstairs, and they were actually downstairs. So they were all sitting on the, I was able to have a seat, sat on the stoop there for a little bit, the stairs. The owner came in, and then we all went upstairs and got in line up there. I was sixth in line, which is incredible. There was 3 guys in the beginning of the line, and they were talking about this and that, and I think they were flippers. And then there was 2 girls after that, and then it was myself. So I did good. I go on in there, and then first thing I saw when I got there was the Yes. This is here. It's been pretty sought after, and I've seen a few people talk about them wanting this here, but I was able to pick one up for $25, and this is Yes Live from 1971. They do 4 songs. Yours Is No Disgrace, Seen All Good People, The Clap, Classical Gas, and Perpetual Change. I love Perpetual Change. And yeah, so happy to get this. And it's not expensive. You can pick one up on in Discogs. I saw this morning for like $25. So this one here is not going to be hard to get. You just got to pay for the shipping. And then I seen this, and I was looking for this one here. This is Steven Wilson's reimagining of his last album, The Harmony Codex. This is called The Harmonic Divergence. And it has songs on here that he redid with Craig Blundell, the drummer for his band, Adam Holtzman, the keyboardist from his band, and then another band called Mogwai, and Ivan Pearson. I don't know who that is. So there's some people on here that helped out with the original album, and then they reimagined it. So this is going to be pretty cool. This was the most expensive thing of the day. This was like $38. So I ended up spending like $80 or something, and I was out of there. But you got to expect to pay up a little bit on record store day. David Bowie. This one here's, I found out, is pretty sought after. And it was just a last minute pick. It was sitting there on the table. Nobody was wanting it. $25. It's now on Discogs for over $100. Waiting in the Sky. Yes, and this is the Ziggy Stardust. This is before Ziggy Stardust came out. And there's 4 songs on here that would never put on the album. So I want to give this a first spin this today and listen to it. And I'm 8 minutes in. I want to make this a quick one so I can get it up and get it out. And everybody be good out there. I'm going to be out there looking this week and see if I can find a few things. And if you can, support them troops. We need them more now than ever. Take care, and I'll be talking to you soon. North Carolina Vinyl Picker, I'm out.